Do some textual criticism of the Masoretic text versus Septuagint again. I want to examine Amos 6:3, and I also want to look at some of the things in the Apocrypha. So let's dive into it. This is Amos 6:3 in the ESV, which uses the Masoretic text for the Old Testament. O you who put far away the day of disaster and bring near the seat of violence. Here's the same verse in the KJV, which also uses the Masoretic for the Old Testament. You that put far away the evil day and cause the seat of violence to come near. Both of these verses are extremely close. Now let's look at it in the Septuagint. And remember, the Septuagint translation is one of the oldest known translations of the Old Testament. It was translated approximately 200 to 300 years before Christ came. You who are approaching the evil day, who are drawing near and adopting false Sabbaths. Now this is extremely different. Generally at this point, we like to pull in surrounding verses in both the Masoretic and Septuagint and see if we can pull out context that might further clarify a verse. However, if you do that in this instance, honestly, either of them could be right. But let me tell you why I believe the false Sabbaths rendering of it is more accurate. For this, let's look at a few things in the Apocrypha. This is in Jubilees chapter 6. It says, and the children of Israel will forget and will not find the path of the years, and will forget the new moons and seasons and Sabbaths, and they will go wrong as to all the order of the years. For this reason, the years will come upon them, when they will disturb the order and make abominable day the day of testimony, and an unclean day a feast day. And they will confound all the days, the holy with the unclean, and the unclean with the holy. For they will go wrong as to the months and Sabbaths and feasts and jubilees. And this absolutely has happened 100%. Christians have most certainly adopted a false Sabbath. Sunday is not the biblical Sabbath, nor was there any justification to change it in the New Testament. And Christians have confounded unclean days with clean days and holy days with unholy days. And we have adopted false feast days. Christmas is not in the Bible. Sukkot is. Easter is not in the Bible. Passover is. You know, the ones Jesus celebrated and told us to celebrate, all the ones that foreshadow Jesus and his reign. Instead of all the rebranded pagan holidays we have now that we changed to honor Jesus and God. 2 Baruch 48, and it shall come to pass that they will change the times because they have polluted themselves and walked according to their own way and forgotten the Torah of God.